Hey everyone, today we're diving deep into one of the most anticipated electric vehicles on the horizon, the Tesla Model 2. This is the entry-level EV that many expect to bring the Tesla experience to a much broader audience, and we're going to look at everything: design, performance, tech, what it gets right, what questions remain. So buckle up, let's start with the big picture, what this car is trying to be. Tesla has long offered premium electric cars, lots of power, luxury, high cost. With the Model 2, the aim is quite different: deliver the Tesla DNA but at a more accessible price point. Publications suggest a target starting price in the US in the range of $25,000–$30,000 for the base version. Already, that sets a different ambition: mass market rather than niche. On the design and packaging front, the Model 2 is expected to be a compact EV, smaller than the Model 3 and Model Y, making it well suited for urban use. That means tighter footprints, easier parking, but still sufficient cabin space. The exterior design stays familiar to Tesla's aesthetic: clean lines, flush features, minimal clutter. But because cost and efficiency matter here, we're expecting some interesting trade-offs. Inside, one of the more compelling bits: Tesla's famous minimalist cabin but pared down where it counts. Rather than a full luxury experience, the Model 2 will likely have fewer premium extras, still the central large screen, simple dash and controls. The idea is smart, not lavish. Importantly for everyday drivers: visibility, ease of use, fewer distractions. One video claims the dashboard sits lower to improve your driving posture and view. That matters, because an EV that's easy and comfortable to drive is more likely to appeal broadly. Performance and range: here's where things get interesting. The Model 2 is expected to offer a driving range in the ballpark of 250 to 300 miles, roughly 400 to 480 km, on a full charge for the standard version. Some sources even suggest a long-range version could edge higher. The battery technology is likely to be simplified or cost-optimized, for example using lithium iron phosphate (LFP) cells instead of more expensive chemistries, or other newer battery types for cost savings. What that means in practice: you still get a full day of use for most drivers, maybe a couple of typical commute cycles, and you maintain the familiarity of plug-in convenience, though as with any EV you'll want good access to charging. Acceleration and dynamics: now, this won't be the blistering Model SP 100D, or some high-end exotic. One prediction suggests 0 to 60 mph time somewhere around 5 to 7 seconds for the base version, which still feels quick, especially in city and everyday driving. That instant torque electric vehicles have means driving feel will still be satisfying. The handling and ride might be tuned for comfort and efficiency rather than hardcore sportiness, again because the target is broader. Charging capability: while precise official numbers aren't confirmed, expectations are for fast charging support that lets you replenish a significant amount of range in a short time. One spec list mentions a full charge in almost 15 minutes, in some variant. In practice, of course, charging speed will depend on station infrastructure, battery temperature and how depleted the battery is, but the key takeaway: the Model 2 is aiming to keep Tesla's reputation for good charging behavior even in a lower-cost model. Let's talk technology and unique selling points. As with every Tesla, you'll expect a strong set of driver assist and software features. For instance, standard autopilot features such as lane keeping, adaptive cruise control, traffic-aware cruise. Optional upgrades like full self-driving (FSD) may be offered via software. One of the selling points is that by offering such features in a lower-cost car, the barrier to advanced driving tech comes down. Also, because Tesla integrates hardware and software carefully, you may get over-the-air updates, a large central display, seamless connectivity, features that many lower-cost rivals might not deliver. Another selling point: because the platform is designed for high-volume production, for example reports mention a next-generation Tesla vehicle platform that the Model 2 will partially or fully adopt, you get cost savings that may translate into price or features. For example, Tesla's use of large castings, simplified architecture, structural battery pack ideas: these are the kind of manufacturing innovations that allow cost-effective EVs. Even if not all make it into the first units of Model 2, the ambition is there. From a design elements perspective, the smaller size means you get a car more nimble in urban settings. A shorter wheelbase, less curb weight, more compact dimensions were hinted at in spy reports. Because of that, you might find easier parking, lighter handling, less wasted interior space relative to the footprint. At the same time, Tesla will want to maintain cabin comfort, so expectations are that 2 adults in front and 2 somewhat comfortable in rear for most uses, even if it won't match a large sedan's rear seat space. On the cost and ownership angle, this is where the Model 2 aims to make its mark. By offering an EV with Tesla's brand, EV charging infrastructure compatibility, and relatively long range for the price, it has the potential to make electric cars more accessible. If the price truly lands around the $25 to $30K range, many more consumers could realistically consider it as a primary vehicle. Of course, actual final price will depend on region, incentives, production volume, local taxes and import duties, for example in some markets estimates are higher. Also, lower running costs, fewer moving parts, less maintenance, benefit of Tesla's supercharger network, assuming access, add to the ownership appeal. But it's not all perfect and there are things to watch. One big factor, because this is a lower cost model, there will be compromises. For example, materials might be simpler, fewer luxury touches, maybe less aggressive performance, possibly smaller battery pack in base version, which means real-world range may be lower than ideal. Some sources mention that even if 250 to 300 miles is quoted, under heavy highway loads or in very cold climates the number drops. Also, availability of fast chargers and local support matter, especially in markets like Pakistan where EV infrastructure is still growing. Another point, while Tesla promises advanced driver assist, regulations and local variant availability might differ by country. Another risk, timing of launch and delivery. With rumors and speculation swirling, the Model 2 has not been officially fully confirmed at the time of many reports, so timing might shift. Organizations tracking Tesla's next-gen platform note delays and shifts. For someone in Pakistan or elsewhere wanting to import or buy locally turned right-hand drive version, there may be longer wait times, higher cost import duties or extra considerations. So, to summarize, the Tesla Model 2 is shaping up to be a very important car, for Tesla as a company, for the EV market and for everyday drivers. It offers the key Tesla advantages: electric powertrain with instant torque, advanced software and charging ecosystem, a modern minimalist design, but aimed at a broader group rather than the luxury price level. If the range, charging, technology and pricing all align, this could very well be the EV that pushes more mainstream buyers into electric vehicles. If you're considering this car, here are some real-world things to check when it launches. What is the real-world range, not just the quoted figure? How is the charging network where you live? How many fast chargers? What speeds, what variants are offered? Base versus long range versus performance? What interior and comfort features you get for your money? What is the local service and parts support? Also, check whether software features autopilot, FSD, or region-enabled, and whether the car is compatible with local infrastructure, voltage, plugs, servicing. In closing, the Tesla Model 2 may not have all the luxury bells and whistles of Tesla's flagship models, but that's not the point. Its mission is to bring electric driving to more people, with everyday usability, strong usable range, and the tech that Tesla is known for, wrapped up in a smaller, more affordable package. If Tesla hits the mark, this could be the car that changes the EV market. If you're watching this space, it's one to keep an eye on. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this in-depth look at the Model 2, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more EV content, drop a comment with your questions especially about how this might work in Pakistan or your local market, and I'll see you next time on the road. Safe driving.